For this activity, have a quick hunt around the house and see what you can find that makes noise. Different materials, different colours, different sizes, and different weights. I'll show you what I got. A handful of packing peanuts, a rubber band and some elastic, a fidget spinner, a fan, tin of mints, a small cup and a small spoon, piece of cardboard tube from the inside of the toweling, and a small cardboard box, and a flexible blue piece of tubing. The questions are they loud? Are they soft sounds? Are they high? Are they low? Are they mellow? Are they bright? Do they have a long duration or a short duration? Now, in some situations, you can influence these factors by the way you actually play the instrument, or play the object in this case. So, now that we've got our sounds, let's put it all together. I'm going to play all those things that you heard just before in demonstration. I'm going to play them all at the same time. And you'll see and hear me around the screen. So join in. Let's make an evolving soundscape of household objects. So when writing for different combinations of instruments, take a veil of what we learnt before looking at the objects. Ask these sorts of questions. What can it do? Is it mellow? Is it bright? Is it loud? Is it soft? Is it naturally long or short in its sustain? Or is it high or low? This is the sort of information that helps us come up with new and interesting combinations of sounds. So rather than starting with something basic and then trying to add colourful things to it to make it sound more interesting, flip it around and start from the premise that all instruments are colour instruments, and your job then is to extract the colour from the instruments rather than adding colour to the instruments. This is theory and terminology from the work of Australian-based composer Julian Yu. Amplify one instrument with another. Disguise one instrument with another. Or elongate a phrase by making combinations of short, long, mellow, and bright. Try it and see what you come up with. So continuing that thread of looking for new combinations of instruments, I came up with some good ideas by reading this book, which is not a music textbook. It's called Taking a Line for a Walk, Assignments in Design Education. So the editors of this book have collected hundreds of different exercises for graphic design and poster design and design in general. And there's one, well, many excellent exercises here, but there's one in particular which I love called Useless. And it was created by Mick Heinsu from the Academy of Art in Tallinn, Estonia in 2009. And he talks about tools that graphic designers have at their disposal, the different software, but reminds us that the tool itself is simply that. It's a tool. It doesn't generate the ideas. And I reckon the same thing applies to musicians as well. We're all using very similar software, recording, producing notation, or whatever the process is. But the ideas come from somewhere else. So his proposal is deliberately do some things the wrong way, using the wrong tool for the job, just to see what might emerge. So some examples he lists here, and I think there are many others, but some of the examples are: make a picture in a text editing program. Draw the rear side of an interface. Scan a tool. Make an object in Photoshop. Trace a story. Scan paper. So, if we were to apply some of these to music, in a straightforward way, you could at first perhaps give a percussive role to a traditionally non-percussive instrument, but go a bit further. Maybe emphasize the scrapes and wobbles and scratches and breaths and artifacts of the sound, all those things between the notes. Make a feature of that instead. Or another thing I tried was get your group of musicians together, but distribute them around the house, each person in a different room, and play so you can't hear each other properly. Let's see what happens. The point of this is just try this stuff out and see what sort of ideas might emerge.